Good morning. My name is Ken White. I'm the Economic Development Specialist here at the City of Eden, and this is my show, Kennect, Small Businesses Telling Big Stories. And today, for our first show, I'm very excited to have a new face in the City of Eden in the business realm, Melinda Wright from Bucket's Tavern on Washington Street. Good morning, Melinda.
Morning, Ken.
How are you?
I'm good. A little nervous.
So the first question I have is, how did you get here from South Africa?
So it's a long story, but I'll try and make it short. 29 years ago, Jason and I left South Africa to go live in England. We had one child, now we have 3 grown-up sons. Long story again, moved to the Middle East, moved back to England, and then he got a job here in Greensboro initially. We as South Africans love a bit of land, so we decided to look for land out this way, and we're in Wentworth. And that's where my kids kind of, finalized school, and they're all grown-ups now. 2 of them are getting married this year. And then of course the tavern came up for sale, and we thought, why not? Let's try it.
We're very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell us about Bucket's Tavern. Why did you name it Bucket's Tavern? Because I like that story.
Okay, so that's another one. Again, years ago, before Jason and I got married and we were dating, we went to like an indoor cricket game, and I couldn't catch the ball right. And he kept telling me, hold your hands like a bucket, like a bucket. And since then, for the last 28 years, he's been calling me Bucket. So that's my nickname. And when we decided on this business, we was thinking, what do we call it? And he said, it's your business, let's call it Bucket's Tavern. And there you go.
That is very, very cool.
Yeah.
So we know that you've made some changes since you've taken over from what it used to be. What are some of those changes that you've done?
Well, let's start with the menu. We've changed that a little bit. We ran a couple of specials the first month we had the place, and with the old menu. And we had a new specials board, and we were trying out some new things. Mm-hmm. They went off very well. A lot of those things came on our current menu, and we've kept a lot of favorites. You have to go with what the people want. So we stayed with, I would say, 50% of it, maybe more, 60% of the old menu. Mm-hmm. And we brought in some of our own stuff. And that is also more fresh. We've changed vendors. Our food, what we hear from people, are much better. The quality is better. We're serving it a little bit nicer, I think. So we're making small changes. I think this is week 7. Mm-hmm. It's going to take us a minute.
Oh,
and the community has been amazing, very gracious.
Yes.
I mean, we all make mistakes. Jason and I are the first to admit when something goes wrong. Our service, in our opinion, is much better. We've hired a lot more new servers. We've hired more cooks. And that's the main thing, is service for us.
Right.
And I think we're doing okay. Like I say, we make mistakes, and we have.
Right.
And it's how you deal with them, I think.
Right.
So I think we're doing okay. It's a hard business. It's really hard to come into this business with a reputation that the bar maybe had before. I'm not going to go into that, but we are trying really hard. I'm there most days. It's exhausting. I'm not young anymore. Yeah. So now it's calming down a little bit, where I can take an hour or 2 to be at home, but I'm always going to be at the business. Jason's got a full-time job. He travels a lot, but he's always there on weekends. So I think either Jason and I being there all the time, meeting with patrons, makes a little bit of a difference too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've started out with the small changes. Are there any big changes coming in the future?
Well, at the moment, we're also busy with our back patio. So it always had it, but it was more of a drop zone for the previous people. So we have started this mural that myself and my soon-to-be daughter-in-law Gracie is painting. We've got new picnic table furniture in there. We're going to have music back there, cornhole, giant Jenga. The idea is to be a bit of a beer garden, I guess, if you want to call it that, but it's just our back patio where people can get served. Weather at the moment is not helping us. That's the next thing we're doing, is some shade netting. But again, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's week 7. Right. It will come. I think that is one of the bigger things that we're doing. And that's exciting for us, the back patio. You can bring your dogs in the back. We can't have them in the restaurant, but you can bring them in the back. And we are very family orientated. So we like, and we've seen this in some of the people coming in now, it's more families. Right. And we love that. We really do like the family atmosphere. We are a very family orientated, Jason and I. So that's a big change for us, seeing the families come in.
So I know y'all have full of big TVs and everything. With football season coming up, will that be?
Well, there's another thing. Yes, we are changing our Monday night hours for football seasons. We're going to have our own league, and we're going to be open till the last kickoff, whatever you want to call it. I'm not very familiar with football, but we're going to do it, and that's one thing we're really excited about is football season.
Yeah. That is very cool around here. There's a lot of sports fans.
We've also changed our times, and I think people have seen it on our Facebook page. We are on a Friday and a Saturday. We now stay open till 12. The community has asked, can we be open later? There's nowhere to go. So we are trying it. So we are asking people, please come out, because we're keeping our staff on, we're paying our staff, and we told them, if there's nobody there, you stay open. You can read a book, you can do whatever, but we're not closing the doors until the times we've set. So we've had 1 or 2 people come in, but it has to be worth our time as well, to stay open that late. We're happy to do it. Oh, and that's another thing. So we've got our after 10 menu that we've brought in for that reason. So between 10 and 12 when we close, it's basically our appetizer menu and wings.
Right.
So there's always going to be food till 12 o'clock, but it's not our full menu.
Right.
But it makes sense because we're keeping a skeleton staff for that time of night because people aren't coming out.
Right.
But we're hoping that will pick up too, because we're happy to stay, stay open. But we cannot do it forever if people don't come out.
Exactly. Well, that gives you a niche because there's nobody else in town that does that.
And that's why we're doing it.
That's more of a big city thing, which is
exactly.
very cool.
And it is a smaller community and people work, but on a weekend, come out, support us. We're open late. We're there for the people.
Right, we like it. So at one point when we had a conversation early on, y'all were going to maybe have a special nights where you brought in some food from your home country, South Africa.
That's what we want to do once a month. And again, we're hoping this is going to work. Once a month, do a South African theme night. And maybe the next month, do a English all over the world. We want to go all around the world, cook meals for that specific night. It's probably going to be like a Tuesday night, but we're definitely going to do that and let people try things from not this area,
Right.
It might work, it might not, but I think from what we've seen, people are willing to try.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're definitely going to do that. That's a big part of what we're planning.
Yeah, that is very cool. So how do you like being in the downtown?
I tell you, so we've lived in Wentworth for the last 8 years. I know all of the areas, I shop here, but all of a sudden now that we're down there, it's a different feeling for me.
Yeah.
You feel like a little bit of, ownership there, and people are, our neighbors are, so Bobby, my neighbor, the florist, has been absolutely amazing and welcoming us, and it's just a very welcoming feeling.
Right.
In the beginning, I was like, I don't know so many people here. What are we going to... But it's been amazing. It's absolutely been amazing. So I'm loving it. I am. I'm exhausted, but I'm loving it.
Well, we're glad you're down there on Washington Street and bringing new trends from, to Eden to help and maybe bring some people from outside of Eden and all that stuff.
And we have found, and we're speaking to people that say they're coming from Martinsville. Some people are coming from Greensboro. A lot of our friends come from Greensboro to support us. But they are also bringing other people, which is amazing. So we have a lot of Danville people, a lot of Martinsville. So now we just need Mayodan, Madison, our real neighbors to come and support us. That would be amazing.
Yes.
So I think as things grow, and as the word spread, again, Rome was not built in a day. I think the word is getting out. And we're really, really trying to change things. So the look of the restaurant has not changed a lot. And that will come. I do want to change it, but again, we have to make some money first. But that's the idea, is to eventually kind of change the whole look. It's going to stay like this for a while. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I would like to change the whole feel, but that will come with time.
Yeah. So, well, that's very cool. And like you said, we're in the fall, we're getting ready to do Riverfest and Treat Street and the Christmas parade and all that stuff for people to be able to come in there and enjoy it. It's a great place to watch the Christmas parade with the windows up.
Yes, our location, especially, and that's what we're struggling with at the moment, to open the windows. It's so humid. So we don't, but that is one of my favorite things, is when those windows are open and you can actually just sit there and just watch people go by. Right. And especially with these festivals coming up, by then we'll have the windows open. It's just a different atmosphere when that happens. It really is.
It absolutely is. So, is there anything else you would like that you think would be good for us to have in downtown to complement you?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I believe there's another restaurant coming, and Jason and I are very excited about it because that will bring more people in. A lot of people see that as competition.
Right.
We absolutely don't.
Right.
We actually would like to do something with the pork shop, Simply MK, maybe do like a triathlon where we sell a ticket between the three of us, and we haven't even spoken to them about this, so this is brand new news. Right. But that's something we would like to do, is say once a month you have, let's say, your entree with us, then you go to the pork shop for something else, or you end with us for a beer, but so that we all work together.
Right.
For us, it's not the more people come and support the whole street, all the vendors, all of us, we think it's amazing. So we definitely want to do something with the other restaurants. And they're all doing really well, and we are very excited for everybody.
That is a great concept, because people don't understand that, yes, there's a competition element, but the more people on Washington Street, the better.
The better. So that's definitely something we want to try and do with all the other restaurants on the street.
Right.
No competition for us. Let's do something together. Everybody comes in. Why not?
That's a great concept. It really is. And coming up in the next, we don't really have a timeline, but the new roundabout is coming right down the street. But we have plans to make sure that everybody still knows that Washington Street will be open during the construction.
Yeah, that was a question for me.
We will absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Some street things going on when they have to close the street very rarely and stuff like that. But
good.
We are very excited to have y'all on Washington Street and be part of the Eden family.
Thank you very much. We are excited. We're finding, again, like I said, we have negative comments but much more positive, and for us it's a learning curve still as well. Right. But I think overall we're doing okay, and we really appreciate the support. Has been people coming out, trying it again, saying we didn't come, now we are here. Just yesterday when I was at the restaurant, 2 people called me over and said, just want to say we haven't been here for a while, we didn't know we changed ownership, but wow, the food is so much better. So for us, every little comment like that means really a lot. And we're trying to make everything better.
Very cool. Again, I'm Ken White with City of Eden Economic Development, and this is Kennect, Small Businesses Telling Big Stories. Thank you.